What's good, everybody? Here's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. YouTuber Cynthia G, I would always say that she punches above her weight. Despite having less than 100,000 subscribers, she's quite explosive on the platform, and it's not because she's talented or anything. That's not what we're dealing with here. It's a lot of the hate speech that comes through Cynthia G's channel. The hatred for African American men is evident. Discussing to not give birth to black boys, which is pretty much genocide, right? And you know, just the problems that she has with men and the people alone is troubling. Somebody who needs personal help. She's somebody who is a broken person, in my opinion. But it's funny when that energy is put back on her. And that was recently done by a rapper by the name of Space Ghost Perp, okay? Now, Space Ghost Perp is a rapper from Florida, the Miami area. He has had some pretty successful collaborations with some of the bigger artists. But according to some people, he's been recently going through some tough times. He was homeless. Some people say that he had a GoFundMe that needed to be raised. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard all of that. But this particular guy not only has a problem with Cynthia G, and he did threaten to end her life. I heard what he had to say. He has a problem with all black women, but his main agenda was on Cynthia G. Here you have all of these black female content creators coming to her defense. You know, with the whole protect black women narrative, this isn't right and all of that. And I can understand it, right? Because as horrific as Cynthia G's views are, you know, they talk about you want to kill somebody, it's much, right? You want to do, I mean, it's YouTube. So, you know, you don't have to listen to her content. You don't have to subscribe to her. But to say that you're going to kill somebody, you're going to do all of this, no, that's against the wrong, that's against the law, and that's wrong. However, what these women don't understand is what you put out on your platform. You can't gauge how somebody is going to receive it, and that's the problem I think that a lot of women that create content don't understand. When you start getting into the fact that you don't want black babies to be, you know, black women should stop giving birth to black male babies, and you say the kind of hateful stuff that she says about black men, everybody's not going to take it the way that you want them to take it. When you put out hatred, sometimes you're going to get it back. And you're going to get it back in a way that you don't think is cool. Because the reality is that you can't respond to how somebody reacts to you. Let me just give you an example. Let's say if I'm in the great city of Detroit, and I'm just dragging Detroit. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all not going to do nothing if I pull up. Most people not going to take that serious. They just be like, oh, he just talking trash. He just talking shit. But what happens though? For the dude that ain't got nothing to lose. Okay? The dude that's just, he not feeling what I'm saying. And to him, the only recourse is he got to see me. And I just happen to be somewhere and he can get to me, he might not care that the cameras is on him. Okay? He might not care about that. It might not make any sense to him. All right? Because it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is he felt some type of way about what I said, and I shouldn't have said it. That's what matters. If I felt some way about Detroit, I was supposed to keep it to myself. I wasn't supposed to be dissing his city or dissing his hood. So I gotta pay for that according to him. Does it make it right? No. But see, what happens is that you want to start the fire, with what you do. It's the same thing that, like, you know, there was a story of this guy who was a fire chief. He would start a fire. He would go to the top of a mountain and he would get sexually turned on by the fire. He would masturbate. He would then go down and try to put the fire out until they got caught doing it one day. This is what happens with some of these people with your black male hatred content on YouTube. Really what should be taken down because it's hate speech. But you want to start the fire. Then somebody responds to you in kind. They just taking it to another level than you're taking it. Now you want to come out and you want to play the victim. So for all you women and people that are defending her and you're so mad that Space Ghost Perp, wait a minute. Y'all don't have no issues with what he's talking about? Abort black male babies and have this, stop giving birth to black children? Let me say this real quick. What would that sound like? If us as black men stop giving birth, let's just say we start saying this. We need to stop having black women children. Stop giving birth to black women. Let's just say somebody said that. Do you know how livid y'all would be in that context? Do you know how angry you would be? Do you know y'all will be going to YouTube and everything? But see, Cynthia G does that all the time. And y'all don't say nothing. Now that she's getting threatened by this rapper, here all of y'all come. You want to call the guy Dusty, you want to call him struggling, and yeah, that could be true. The brother definitely looks like he's crazy. But what I'm saying is, what about the hatred that is even out there in the first place? See, the reality is with Space Ghost Perp, if Cynthia G wouldn't be talking about black men like that, he wouldn't be responding. You see? So that issue that she's dealing with right there, if she wouldn't have been talking about black men every other video, talking about how trash we are as a group of men, this is somebody from our community. This is somebody who has a black son that talks like this. This is somebody who gave birth to a black child that talk like this. Y'all don't have no problem with it because y'all hate us, which is cool. Y'all hate us. That's fine. I'm not asking for some of y'all to, and I'm not saying all of y'all hate us because some of y'all, you know, not most black women don't feel like that. But the Cynthia G crew, y'all hate us. That's fine. But when you get a situation like this, make sure you deal with it by yourself. Don't be asking the black men that, you know, don't go to the white man. Look, here we go now. The black man is this. Now you got those problems. Oh, let's go to the police. You see? Let's go to the cops. I get it. I get it. Because yeah, the guy committed a crime. But Cynthia G creates hate speech crime daily on YouTube. All you women out there are silent. You want to be able to say whatever you want to say, no matter how disparaging it is, according to African American men. But you don't want nobody to say nothing disparaging about you. So it's okay. And then if some crazy person get a hold of it and want to do something about it, then it's a problem now. But what if you didn't say that in the first place? See, you're just like, there's other YouTubers have been on here that had those problems. I've seen it here on the site, like Tommy Sotomayor. Good example. Tommy is just as ruthless can be towards black women as Cynthia G. In many cases. When Tommy was getting threatened for the things he was saying, did anybody say, "Well, damn, bro. Well, it's, I mean, you don't deserve it because, you know, whatever." No, I mean, when he was getting threatened, he knew that what he was going to be saying was going to offend people. And when he went to that Sonatter event and he got punched, because why? You just can't, because people are going to have a problem with you and some people are going to take it real serious. But when Tommy was saying all that, y'all wanted him to be deplatformed. Now Cynthia G is saying that, now y'all don't want. You see how hypocritical y'all are? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.